ScentBlocker Most Wanted is brought to you by the Whitetail Institute of North America. Deer nutrition is all we do. And S4 Gear, meeting the demands of nature and those who tame it.
You know, I've been driving a Ford F-150 with a 3.5 EcoBoost since 2011. I now have 210,000 miles on this one. I haven't had any problems. My suspension has held up. I've gotten 70,000 miles out of 3 sets of tires on this thing. But you know, Ford has totally redesigned the F-150 for 2015. So let's take a look at some of those changes. Now, besides the new appearance, today's F-150 is stronger and lighter than ever by up to 700 pounds. It still delivers the best-in-class maximum towing and payload. Working in towing is made easier for you with lots of new technology, helping you get your trailer connected faster and easier with this new 360-degree split-view screen. Also, the new F-150 with 4 different engine selections will work for everybody. You know, we've been doing outdoor television for 20 years now, and we've seen a lot of changes, just like in the new F-150. But one thing that hasn't changed is the fact that the Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for 38 years running now. So if you get a chance, get into your nearest quality Ford dealer and have a look. And tell them Bob and Larry sent you.
Waterbuck. It's just been slow. We're right at the witching hour. It's about the last hour and a half of the day. So it could finish off really well. Just gonna wait. But the day has been slow, which is unusual for here. Patient, but it's frustrating.
One of the cool things about being a camera guy is we get to travel all over the place and do stuff. And I knew that last year that Bob and Josh went over to hunt with Shane Quinn in New Zealand, and I'd always kind of had a little built-up, jealousy in me for those guys because that's one of my all-time destinations that I've always dreamed about going, and just never really thought it was going to be a possibility for me. Then Dr. Saunders, he said that he had wanted to go over there. I put him in touch with Bob, and he said they were taking a group of guys over there, and so when Bob called me out of the blue and just said, hey, we think we got to figure it out so that you can get you over to New Zealand to film some hunts and stuff for us, I was just completely blown away just by the opportunity and be able to travel there and to get to see that, the culture and get to see everything.
Yeah, this is wild. This is like the last thing I thought I was going to be doing coming here. It's the cool thing about being a camera guy is you kind of get to live vicariously through these guys and get to do things that you never really think that you'll get a chance to do.
We had been there for a week with Shane already, and there was this one particular stag that had just caused all kinds of trouble that whole first week. Running other bulls out, and you can see by, Larry's hunt and stuff that he was a pain in the butt, and he was just really causing a problem for everybody. A little beknownst to me that Glenn and Steve had kind of got together and put a game plan together. They had had enough of dealing with this stag, and they approached me wanting to know if I would be willing to shoot this stag for more or less just to help other guys out. And so when Glenn handed me the rifle and he grabbed the video camera and said, man, let's do this, and there we took off. We just probably did a couple hundred yards of stalking on our hands and knees and got down in the ravine and popped back up, and there was a stag that almost everybody had a personal vendetta on.
all you're trying to get accomplished, boys. Look at this.
Good job, man. Cool. Down under.
ScentBlocker Most Wanted has been brought to you by IQ, center the dot for the perfect shot. Block Vault, get locked in. And Glendale, the biggest and toughest 3D targets in the universe.